Hi, everybody. Welcome to Stalking the Wild Autoharp. I'm bringing you a new interview today, and I'm going to tell you all about it. But before I do, I would just want to cover a couple of items of business. I want to remind everybody that there is a website index. It's at halweeks.com. It's the Stalking the Wild Autoharp page, and every Stalking the Wild Autoharp video is indexed on that page so that you can go over there and find it by category and link back to YouTube and watch the ones that pertain to you the most. And I've set that up, and you can use that all you want. I also want to mention that if you are a fan of Stalking the Wild Autoharp and you want to support the program, you can do so by going to www.patreon.com/halweeks, and the links for that are right in the comments to this. All right, let's go to today's interview. Ginger Ackley is an old friend of mine from that I met when I lived in Arizona 15 years ago, something like that. And she moved to Ohio, where she's become very active in her community, playing the auto harp. She goes out and she does gigs. She does stuff for kids and kids of all ages, as she terms it, and it's really true. She has all kinds of books and CDs. She's got books on Amazon, CDs of her music, and she is here today to sing and to play for us and to talk to us. So join me in welcoming Ginger Ackley.
That work? Yes. Hello, Hal. You hear me?
I can hear you.
That's awesome. How is the non-caffeine going?
How did I know you were going to ask me that? I just thought to myself, I was making myself a cup of decaf tea, and I was thinking, I wonder if she's going to ask me how the decaf is going.
In your honor, I've got a cup of reishi mushroom tea. So it's no caffeine here. And it's a good immune system booster too. So
Awesome. I've got some, do you know what Pero is?
mm-mm.
It's kind of like Postum. Do you know what Postum is?
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of like Postum. It's roasted chicory.
Yeah.
It's coming from Amazon, and it's supposed to be here by the end of the week. I am really jonesing for. I don't like cinnamon. I don't like citrus. I don't like berry. I don't like mint, and that's like every kind of herb tea we've got.
I understand.
And
Have you ever had corn silk tea?
no.
I've gotten to where I save all of our corn silk during the year from the raw corn that we get, because Ohio's got a bunch of it. And then I make tea, and I can add it to chamomile tea. I can add it to any other tea that we've got. It's really good just for an overall, especially digestive booster. And if you have any kind of kidney stone issues, it helps take care of that. So, and it's yummy. It's really good earthy taste. I love it.
Very cool. Very cool. See, I like earthy. I like roasted. I like.
You will love corn silk. I mean, I save all my jars during the year, jelly jars, whatever. And then when the corn starts coming in, I just take the silk and dry it out, and then put it in jars, and then just put a couple of tablespoons in a cup when I want tea. It's awesome. It's awesome by itself, and it's awesome mixed with other stuff.
So when it dries out, what is it like? Is it like, do you crumble it?
It's still stringy. It's still stringy, and I just sort of pick it up like a cotton ball almost, and envelop it in my tea and strain it out, and it's good.
All right. Good to know. Interesting. So we are already recording. The Zoom just started recording immediately.
Oh, good.
So I'm going to just pretend to start here, and we will just roll like we did last time. And
awesome.
Anywhere it goes, and we'll see what we get. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. So here we go. Ginger Ackley, thank you for coming on Stalking the Wild Autoharp with me.
Oh, Hal Weeks, it is so good to be here and so good to see you again.
It's good to see you. I'm going to let everybody in on our secret, and that is that this is the second time we've done this interview, and we did this last week, and it was the video was corrupted, didn't come out right, and so we're doing it again. And we're not here to we're not going to try to reduplicate that, and this is not a prepared talk that we're having. We're just here to gab a little bit and share things that we like about auto harps and what we're doing, and visit because we're cooped up right now. And so this is something that I thought would be fun, and I thought everybody would be interested in Ginger and her offerings to the folk music community and the auto harp community and the world at large. So welcome, Ginger.
Thank you.
So you are not now, but in general, you are out and about with your auto harps, going and doing performances. Uh, can you share a little bit about where and how you go about that?
Yes, I go out to festivals, spirit festivals, music festivals, that sort of thing. And I've been traveling. Last couple of years, I've been traveling as far west as Texas, and I've gone up to Wisconsin, and as well, I've gone to New York. I've gone down to Florida and Georgia. A lot of stuff in Indiana and Missouri, and of course, a lot of stuff here in Ohio. The auto harp is something that's become quite popular with the people that I perform for, and I've taken to doing workshops with it for kids and for grown-ups, and encouraging people to pick the instrument up because it's a wonderful musical companion.
So are you in the context of encouraging people to pick it up? Are you meaning like to pick up yours? Do you allow them to play yours?
I have a collection of auto harps, and I'm always on eBay, kind of trolling around. I've got some people in pawn shops and music shops that let me know when they get new ones in. I try to refurbish them and then bring them out so that I have auto harps to share. And usually they're the 21 or 15 standard kind of auto harp, so it's one button, one chord sort of thing, and people love it.
And you're a prism aficionado, are you not?
Oh yes, very much. Yes, thanks to you, I'll never turn back from that.
I fixed up an auto harp for Ginger back about 15 years ago, something like that, as a prism, and turned it back to her, and then she just took it and ran with it. And and she moved away then, and I have not been around to witness her playing and development, but I've heard some of it over the past few years she sent me one of her CDs, the Elf King's Horn, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. And I got to hear that, and it was like, wow, okay, go, Ginger, go. And she has some new things. Tell us about your new book.
Oh, it's all tied in with music, and everything with me is tied to a story. So one night I heard a melody in my head in a dream, and it was so strong that I jumped up out of bed, and I was trying to catch it right quick. And as I was trying to write it down, the words didn't quite make sense to me. So I said, what does this mean? So I switched from songwriting mode to full author mode and ended up with a children's book called Rowing My Boat. And it's about a little boy with shockingly white hair and eyes that are kind of a weird color. And he becomes the collector of stardust. And it's a very magical and wonderful sort of little book. It's had a very good reception wherever I've shared it. And it's out there and available for people to purchase. So.
And the song is part of it, right?
The song is part of it. There's a download link in the book along with the lyrics, so that you can sing along with it.
So when you perform, I know that you do performances for kids.
Yes.
Does that include storytelling?
Oh, always, always.
And
In fact, that's become kind of my signature stage persona, is the storyteller. And because every song comes with a story, at least my songs. And people have really come to enjoy that and look forward to it. And if I think, well, I should just perform the songs, they're asking me, well, what about the stories? So that's what I do.
so you mentioned your on stage performance persona as the storyteller, but you have some other personas
Oh,
that
indeed.
accompany you at
Yes,
times.
it's this has been quite the couple of 3 years here. There was an afternoon sort of reverie meditation sort of thing, and it seemed like there was this little short, beautiful little girl that came up to me and just sort of wanted to interact, and I call her the child goddess, and she wanted me to start singing for children, but for children of all ages, kids of all ages, KOAA. And so I do. That my performances with the children's stuff reach audiences I never dreamed of. And at that time, I started started dressing up for that part. And a new persona poked out called Posie the Flower Pixie. And she's outrageous. She's absolutely outrageous. She's brightly colored. She has a pair of borrowed wings because she's only a pixie. She hasn't been awarded official wings yet. And she's got flowers hidden in her skirt, and this great flower crown, and her face is a flower. And she's got sparkly bling on her face, and she sings and tells stories and instigates parades and crashes workshops and just brings joy wherever she is. And it's amazing to see grown-ups in serious situations, and then Posie and the kids come in, and all of a sudden the inner child comes out in those adults as well. And just for that flash, they remember how beautiful it was to be a child.
That's cool. So, and she's not the only one, is she? There's
No. The last winter, another pixie poked out, and her name is Snowdrop. And she's got a tall, sparkly crown, and of course she's white, and she's got like marshmallow tutu, and it lights up. And she sings. They had me come out to do a concert at the Medina Parks, which is one of the larger natural reservations close to where I live in Cleveland. And I did it completely as Snowdrop, and the kids and the grown-ups, the older folks especially, it's magic. It's making magic and bringing that joy into the situation that people don't expect.
So I want to reprise our discussion from last week about the Elf King's Horn, which was
Yes.
your CD that you did in the studio.
Yes.
And when was that you did that?
That was in 2014 or 16. No, 16, I think.
Okay. And it's going places.
Indeed, it is.
And well, tell us.
It's been nominated for the Best Celtic Instrumental Album, and the track on there called Celtica has been nominated for Best Celtic Instrumental by a group called Just Plain Folks. And that's a group headed up by Brian Whitney, and it's the largest grassroots music association in the world. And the awards that they give out have gotten the nickname of Grassroots Grammys. It's quite an honor to be nominated. I'm very, very happy about that. And then I have also been nominated as Best Female Artist for the IPMA, which is an International Pagan Music Association that has chapters literally all over the world. I mean, I've got a standing invitation to, places like Crete or Prague or whatever. So, it's really, really nice. There's a band that's got a brand new studio out in Crete, so we were talking about that at one point. But things have kind of calmed down on the traveling side for a while.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That it has, and I'm so glad that we can do this with.
Oh, yes.
I mean, in all contexts, it's phenomenal how sort of the lights are coming on and light bulbs are going off in people's heads about ways that they can use this technology. So, well, that's wonderful. And Elf King's Horn, you do home recording.
Yes.
In most cases, but in the case of Elf King's Horn, that was not the case.
Right. I have self-produced 5 of my albums. Elf King's Horn, I have a friend named Brian Hankey, who's one of the best fingerstyle guitarists in the world. He approached me and said that he loved the music I was playing in the campgrounds at several festivals, and he wanted to produce my next CD. So we started pre-production and went into Dark Tree Studios with Jay Bentoff in Cleveland and produced this really magical, beautiful album. Brian plays guitar on 2 or 3 of the tracks and brought in a marvelous gypsy style fiddler for some of the tracks, and it's something I'm really, really proud of. It's they're all original songs, and people actually request them when I'm out playing. So that tells me that it's touching people, which is what I wanted to do.
Well, and that's the CD that I have and that I've heard, and it's quite wonderful.
Thank you.
I have really enjoyed it. So why don't you play for us?
Okay. How about Moon Lady?
Yeah.
Okay. I always like to play Moon Lady. This is my newest harp. Her name is the Muse. Pete Daigle made her for me. She's a freedom harp. She's carbon fiber, and she's a lot of fun to play, and sound guys really like her because she's got such a beautiful sound. So, all right, this is Moon Lady.
Moon lady dancing on silver, dancing in light and in shade. Moon lady dancing my heart away, dancing to love's serenade. Sweet are his dreams in the still of the night, soft is the music he hears. Moonlight and shadow entwining, drawing him near. Moon lady dancing on silver, dancing in light and in shade. Moon lady dancing my heart away, dancing to love's serenade. Silent his step as he nears the fay glen, graceful her touch on his skin. Graceful the step she is dancing, dancing his heart for to win. Moon lady dancing on silver, dancing in light and in shade. Moon lady dancing my heart away, dancing to love's serenade. Ruler of day, now from me turn your face. Lady of night, take my hand. Moon lady, keep me within your embrace, for I am yours to command. Moon lady dancing on silver, dancing in light and in shade. Moon lady dancing my heart away, dancing to love's serenade. Forever they dance in the silvery light, the man and the moon lady fair. Never to sorrow, never to part, for love is the dance that they share. Moon lady dancing on silver, dancing in light and in shade. Moon lady dancing my heart away, dancing to love's serenade. There you go.
Hold up my lighter.
Woohoo!
Thank you. That was wonderful.
Welcome.
Set up the story of that song a little bit.
Moon Lady is the song that answers the question, if an elfin maiden fell in love with a human lad, just how would she get him to cross over to her side of the woods? So, it's magic.
Very nice. Very nice. And that one is on Elf King's Horn, and that's the
And
one
it's on Elf King's Horn.
you mentioned, the fiddle player.
The gypsy fiddler, oh my goodness, Steph DeLogan, she just, when she threw down and went gypsy on it, we were all just completely blown away, including her. She said, I don't know where that came from.
And so what else do you have for us? I want to hear the one that you did about the crow.
The crow's tail. The crow's tail came out of a little video a friend down in Florida sent to me about a crow that thought he was a really cool dude until he started meeting other birds. But at the end, he gets schooled. So this is called The Crow's Tale. It's written for kids, but it's amazing how the grown-ups love it too. I'm waiting for a fiddler to come jump in on this.
The crow, he said as he looked at himself in the lake. There never was such a beauteous bird that the gods on earth did make. What a creature fine, how my eyes do shine, and happier I can't be. Oh, never will I see on the land or on the sea such a lovely, lovely bird as me. Well, the crow did see a sitting by the side of the lake. Pure white dove sent from above, and the crow felt his poor heart break. What a creature fine, how her feathers shine, to the dove the crow did say. Oh, never will I see such a lovely bird as thee, what a happy, happy bird you must be. Well, the dove to the crow then spoke, I once did think that true. Till the robin red-breast did sit upon her nest, I was plain as could be, now I knew. What a creature fine, how her red feathers shine, so the crow to the robin said, oh, never will I see such a lovely bird as thee, what a happy, happy bird you must be. Well, the robin red-breast to the crow then spoke, I once did think that true. Peacock fine did pass the time with his feathers of green and blue. What a creature fine, how his tail did shine, so the crow to the peacock said, oh, never will I see such a lovely bird as thee, what a happy, happy thing to be you. cock looked at the crow and he sighed, I once did think that true. But my freedom's gone to a zoo I belong, so I yearn for the sky of blue. Now I look to see how the crow flies free, and it makes me sad and blue. Oh, never will I see such a lovely bird as he. What a happy, happy bird to be you. What a creature fine, how your eyes do shine, but your joy I'll never know. Oh, never will I see on the land or on the sea such a happy, happy bird as the crow.
I like
There
that
you
one.
go. Thank
I like
you.
that one. I wanted to hear it again. So methinks that you have something else that you want to do.
Oh yeah. We could be
Oh,
here
yeah.
all day. Honestly, there's always songs. There's always music. This harp is absolutely wonderful. She's I swear she's a spirit inside. She comes out and she will write her own music oftentimes. And other days I'll be noodling, I'll be practicing other songs completely, and she'll pop out with playing a song out of left field that I had no idea I could play on the harp. How about a Neil Diamond song? You don't normally expect that with an auto harp, do you?
It was the least thing I expected, let me tell you.
Okay, this is one of his earlier songs, and it's a beautiful song. Speaking from a musician's point of view, it's called "Play Me," and the lyrics are just some of my most favorite in the world. And the muse decided she wanted to play this song, so we're going to play it.
She was morning and I was nighttime. I one day woke up to find her lying beside my bed. I softly said, "Come take me," for I've been lonely, in need of someone, as though I'd done someone wrong somewhere, but I don't know where. I don't know where, come lately. You are the sun, I am the moon. You are the words, I am the tune. Play me. Song she sang to me, song she brang to me, words that rang in me, rhyme that sprang from me, warm the night, and what was right became me. You are the sun, I am the moon, you are the words, I am the tune, play me. So it was that I came to travel upon a road that was thorned and narrow. Another place, another grace would save me. You are the sun, I am the moon. You are the words, I am the tune. Play me. Sun, I am the moon, you are the words, I am the tune. Play me, play me.
Very nice. And I do recognize it. I didn't remember it by the title, but I totally recognize that song.
Isn't it a beautiful song for
Yeah,
a
it's pretty.
musician to
It's pretty, and
sing?
it sounds great on the Autoharp.
Yep, that's what she does.
So I want to tell everybody that all of Ginger's contact material and her CDs and the details about how to find her online and in her community and her calendar and everything like that is in the comments to this video, which is down
Awesome.
below. And yeah, you can link to her and do go out and find her and make contact and buy the CDs and enjoy them because they are very enjoyable. And there's one now for kids too. The
Yes, there
kids
is.
one.
It's called the Wee Folk Stomp, and it came out of Dancing with the Child Goddess, and it is for kids of all ages. I have reimagined some children's favorites in it and written new ones like the Crow's Tale for it. And I started out doing the lyrics, just writing a little simple lyrics book. And the muse decided that I needed to do more than that. So the lyrics turned out to be an Art Nouveau style coloring and activity book. It's a lot of fun. So that both are available from my website, from Amazon. So it's
Great.
I never know what she's got in store for me.
Well, Ginger Ackley, thank you for joining us here on Stalking the Wild Autoharp. It's been a pleasure, and hope the video works this time.
Me too. I think it will. I think it will. And Hal, thank you so much for this opportunity. It's great, and hopefully we'll end up getting together with more auto harpists and maybe having an online jam session or something. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be. Well, thank you again for joining us. So there you have it, gang. Ginger Ackley, thank you for coming on Stalking the Wild Autoharp. And I want to thank you all for watching all the way through to this point. And once again, I'm Hal Weeks, and we'll see you next time on Stalking the Wild Autoharp.